the principles and values that Muslims are encouraged to follow in the workplace. It's not just about being hardworking or disciplined, but also about sincerity, trust, responsibility, and showing good manners towards colleagues. In Islam, work is seen as a form of worship, not just a way to earn money or worldly rewards. In reality, ethical challenges still exist in many workplaces today, such as unfair wages or mistreatment. Studies show that employers often value ethics more than just intelligence or qualification. In conclusion, Islamic work ethics are essential in building a strong society, ethical organizations, and employees who are not only productive but also pleased by Allah. Next, I will briefly talk about fairness at work from the Islamic point of view. In Islam, fairness is not just a legal or social need. It is a religious responsibility and a form of worship to Allah. Allah tells us to be fair, as stated in Surah An-Nahl, verse 90. Fairness at work means every worker gets a fair salary, fair workload, and change for promotion, and is treated with respect, without discrimination or favoritism. In conclusion, Islamic values of fairness and ethics can be used in modern companies and help good leaders who are fair, honest, and respected. The last point from me, employee relationship, Islamic work ethics. In Islam, the relationship between employer and employee is more than just work. It's based on trust, fairness, and respect. Islamic work ethics focus on responsibility, honesty, hard work, and cooperation to create a healthy and positive workplace. At a liquid business Sendirian Berhad, these values bring good results. For example, fairness and open communication between bosses and workers follow the Islamic principle of justice, as in Surah An-Nahl. This makes employees feel respected and more loyal to the company. Islamic values also support teamwork, honesty, and shared responsibility, which improve overall performance. In short, applying Islamic work ethics helps build strong, productive, and ethical relationships between employers and employees. It not only improves results, but also balance work with spiritual values.
Let me start by talking about why work matters in Islam. In Islam, working is not just to earn money, it is something valuable. If we work with honesty, good manners, and for the right reason, it becomes like worship. Yes, it is actually counted as ibadah if we do it with sincere intention. When we work with good value like honesty, trust, and responsibility, it makes our workplace better. People are more happier, more loyal, and more productive. So it is not just about doing your task, it is also building good relationship with others. Also, work can make us grow as a person. It helps us become more confident, hopeful, and mentally strong. If we follow Islamic ethics, our performance improves and our heart feels calmer. And remember, Islam teaches us to aim for success in this world and for the next, which is hereafter. So, work helps us balance both, to live comfortably and to please Allah. Next, let's talk about how our faith and work are connected. Some people think religion is only about praying and fasting, but Islam is more than that. It's actually a full way of life, including how we act at work. So, when we work with honesty, fairness, and kindness, that is part of our faith. Even the Prophet Muhammad SAW remind us not to be lazy and take our responsibility seriously. In Islam, our job is a trust or amanah from Allah. We will be questioned about how we use our time, skills. That's why we must always try our best and avoid anything unethical, like cheating or lying. Even if no one sees us, basically, being a good Muslim means being a good worker too. Lastly, let's be real. Sometimes things go wrong at work. Maybe someone didn't get the salary on time or the boss treated staff unfairly. In Islam, we don't just ignore this problem, but we also don't fight and argue harshly. Instead, Islam encourages us to solve problems in a peaceful way, like through discussion, forgiveness, and understanding. This is called as a sulu or shura, where both sides talk and find a fair solution. There are also Islamic ways like tahkim, where a third person helps decide. It is better than going to court and it keeps the peace. And one more thing, Islam really cares about the fair wages. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Give the worker his pay before his sweat dries." That shows how important justice in Islam.
One Hafiza binti Rosli works at Air Liquid Business Services Sendirian Berhad, the Asia Pacific hub of Air Liquid, a global leader in gases and healthcare services headquartered in Paris. The company operates in over 60 countries with 64,000 employees. In Malaysia, Air Liquid focuses mainly on healthcare, delivering medical gases and services to hospitals and patients. Their mission emphasizes safety, innovation, and long-term sustainability. With 11 months of active operations each year, the team ensures the timely supply of essential products to support the region's healthcare systems. At Air Liquid, smooth production is supported by ensuring timely purchase orders and supply deliveries. The company also promotes flexible work arrangements and regular team building activities to create a balanced and positive environment. Most importantly, core Islamic values like trustworthiness and honesty guide employees in their daily responsibilities. These principles not only shape individuals' ethics but also strengthen the company's overall integrity and success.
I will briefly share how Liquid integrates Islamic values into its work ethics and leadership. The company emphasizes trustworthiness, which is amanah, and honesty, siddiq, to promote integrity and transparency among employees. These values are practiced daily, especially in business support and operations. Liquid also applies Islamic leadership principles like justice, which is adil, patience, which is sabar, and consultation, which is shura. For example, decisions are made fairly, passionately, and through group discussion. Sincerity, which is ikhlas, and trust between employees help increase productivity, reduce mistakes, and improve work quality. To maintain responsibility, all staff sign a code of conduct and receive regular training in professionalism and ethical behavior. The company also aligns its business with Sharia principles by promoting fairness, anti-corruption, and legal compliance. High-performing staff are rewarded through bonus and incentives, reinforcing both Islamic values and ethical excellence.
The topic I will discuss is about integrating sources, a comparative analysis of literature and interview data. We will focus in the similarities and differences between Islamic work ethic literature and actual company practices based on our interview. The literature for this topic reference is the conceptual framework of Islamic work ethic, and the company we interview is Liquid Business Services, Senior Berhad. The similarities: Islamic principles such as amanah, trustworthiness, ikhlas, sincerity, adil, justice, and shura consultation are clearly reflected in the company's operations. These values are implemented through practices such as staff accountability, transparent decision making, and inclusive consultation in management. In the interview, trustworthy employees are described as more careful, reducing mistakes that waste resources, time, and quality, improving efficiency and productivity. The company also practices team discussions and meetings which align with the concept of shura and promotes professional excellence or ITCON through staff development, training, and quality control. The company promotes ethical conduct and emphasizes safety and quality, striving for excellence and sincere service, which is the core concept of ihsan. The differences: the spiritual foundation of work in Islam, which is worship, ibadah, and spiritual struggle, jihad, are not implemented in Liquid. There are more focuses in professionalism and legal responsibility. The concept of niyyah, intention for Allah, a central pillar in Islamic ethics, not a factor in Liquid's professional motivations structure, which focuses on performance and result. Islamic legal considerations such as avoiding riba, usuri, or compliance with Sharia finance and business laws are not part of Liquid's policy, which is grounded in international corporate standards. Their policies is based on local laws, industry standards, corporate codes of conduct, and group principle of action. While the company upholds integrity and anti-corruption measures of all sorts, they are framed in terms of business ethics rather than divine accountability. In summary, Liquid demonstrates a practical application of several universal Islamic values in its work culture, but the absence of spiritual and religious intents marks a fundamental difference. Both Islamic and corporate frameworks agree on the importance of ethics in achieving workplace harmony, productivity, and long-term success.
Now I will explain the critical evaluation and on opinion. Many issues related to workplace accidents. First, the cause of accidents sometimes originates from the manager or the employees themselves. Second, the lack of technical skills and practical experience in real work situations increases the risk of accidents. Third, the lack of discipline and sense of work responsibility causes the knowledge gained to not be fully applied. Next, the strengths of Liquid. First, Liquid sets ethical standards and assures product quality as the main initiative for safety. Second, the company provides industrial training and ethics training to employees. Third, the company encourages the practice of value such as responsibility, discipline, dedication, and wisdom. And lastly, suggestion or opinion. First, improvement are needed in safety standards and regulations to prevent employees from taking their duties lightly. Second, it is recommended to have regular inspection of materials and equipment by safety officers every month. The employee must play an important role in maintaining safety to prevent unwanted incidents, such as the explosion that occurred at the Liquid Advanced Material facility in Florida, United States, 2 years ago.
In this first reflection, we want to explain why it is important for a company to follow good research and legal standards in their work practice. Islamic work ethics gives strong guidance with values like justice, trust, and sincerity. From our research, we found that AAM applies many of these values like fairness in decision-making, teamwork, and open discussion. But these values are done more for professionalism, not because of religious purpose. If the company can include Islamic goals like doing work for Allah's pleasure, it can make the workplace more peaceful and full of blessing. In this second reflection, we want to talk about the spiritual part of Islamic work ethics. In Islam, working is not just a job, it is worship. If we do our job sincerely for Allah, it becomes a way to get reward from Him. At Aliquid, even though they have good values like trust and honesty, they do not really focus on spiritual intention. We suggest the company can add programs like Islamic motivation training, allow space for workers to practice religious values at work. This way, the work will be more meaningful, not only professional, but also spiritually fulfilling. In conclusion, Islamic work ethics play a big role in creating a good, fair, and respectful workplace. Aliquid shows that Islamic values can be practiced in modern companies, even if they don't call it Islamic. But if these values are combined with faith and intention for Allah, it can improve both productivity and spiritual satisfaction. We believe all organizations should try to apply these ethics, not only for success in this work, but also to please Allah. As a Muslim, I believe that aligning our work with faith will bring not just success, but peace and barakah. So that's all from us. Thank you.